Rain on the window, it's Wednesday at 10. The grey winter coat in the corner again. I set down the coffee and straighten the cup. Leave one extra sugar before you look up. You don't even lift up your head. I pin on a smile instead. Just a paw, just a nod, just a tilt of the wrist. I stand at your elbow and stare at your fist. The bell on the door lets the wet winter pour. You drink it down bitter. I stare at the floor. The paper is folded right down to the square. You chew on the pen, run a hand through your hair. I bite back the question of what word fits there, and polish a counter that's already bare. You tap on the edge of the wood. I stand exactly where I should. Just a paw, just a nod, just a tilt of the wrist. I stand at your elbow and stare at your fist. The bell on the door lets the wet winter pour. You drink it down bitter. I stare at the floor. Brown ring of espresso on porcelain white. The puzzle is finished. You fold it up tight. That dull wooden scrape pushing back from the floor. You leave exact change and you head for the door. You button your coat to the chin. I wipe the wood down to the skin. The coins on the table, the cup in the sink, the extra square sugar, untouched by your hand. I sweep it away. Next Wednesday at 10.
Dust shakes off the chandelier that grown in the pine right above the glass. That's how you talk to me tonight, heel toe pausing by the door. You always check the deadbolt twice. The plaster crack is a dried out river. You walk the north bank, I stay south. 2 heavy steps toward the kettle, 1 drag of a chair across the wood. I keep my breathing on my side. 6 paces left, pivot on the arch. 4 paces right, waiting for the whistle. I learned the weight of your evening by heart, counting the boards pacing the hall, I stare at the broom handle leaning on the wall. Just one knock, just to rattle your floor. My hand tightens on the wood, I let it fall back down. You need your space to walk. 6 paces left, pivot on the arch. 2 steps toward the velvet chair. And then the leather hits the rug. You took your shoes off. The map goes completely blank. Nothing but plaster to look at now. I close my eyes.
Three stops to go, the carriage sways. There's empty velvet to your right. I grip the overhead and stay to watch your knuckles turning white. The leather handle of your case worn down exactly to your grip. It gets to hold you every day. I watch the station marker slip. If I could break the transit clock, I'd add an hour to this line. Just 20 meters of the floor between your winter coat and mine. The sliding doors reflect your jaw. The only way I dare to stare. You shift your boots upon the floor. I stay completely frozen there. The iron protests in the dark. It covers up my fractured breath. We're pulling up to Jeanne d'Arc. I keep my silence in my chest. If I could break the transit clock, to this line, just 20 meters of the floor between your winter coat and mine. My feet are numb against the steel. I will not offer you my space. You take it with a polite nod and never recognize my face. If I could break the transit clock, I'd add an hour to this line. Just 20 meters of the floor between your winter coat and mine. Doors slide back to let you out. You ease the tension in your grip. platform swallows up your coat. I watch the final minute slip.
Bell hasn't rung since noon. Dust motes drifting through a shaft of afternoon light. Towering shelves casting shadows on the floor. Smell of binding glue and old paper curing. A faded paper bookmark sits at 42. Right before the hero boards the southern train, I press my thumb against the folded corner, trying to guess why you didn't turn the page. Did the dialogue stall out? Did the rain on the pavement pull your eyes away? Maybe your tea went bitter in the cup. Nothing in the margins, just clean yellow pulp. A faded paper bookmark sits at 42. Right before the hero boards the southern train, I press my thumb against the folded corner, guessing the second that you chose to walk away. He reaches the ocean on the very last page. The stolen letter burns up in the grate. I swallow the words that tell you how it ends. An unfinished story keeps the bell ringing. Page 42. The crease is sharp. I close the cover, put it right back on the display.
Dreadful monsieur, he hands over his heavy winter jacket, smelling of cedar, bergamot, and rainwater. She folds her umbrella. I keep my eyes down. A brass coat check token stamped with a number 17. It slides across the scratched wood. The velvet doors click shut. Now I can bury my face in the collar, drinking the smoke from the threads, the muffled applause from the auditorium walls, rattling the wire hangers. Third hook under the bulb, a damp wool coat with a missing horn button. My thumb finds the sewing kit deep in my apron. Dark brown thread, a perfect match for the lapel. I just pull my empty hand out and leave it alone. She would spot the fresh thread. The velvet doors click shut. I bury my face deep into the collar, drinking the smoke from the threads, the muffled applause from the auditorium walls, drowning out my breathing. The final act finishes, the standing ovation shakes the floorboards. I grip the heavy shoulders in the dim light, pressing the wet wool against my collarbone. Mine for just 10 more seconds. The lobby floods with light. He drops the brass on the counter. Thank you, miss. I push it across the divide.
.2:15. Heavy courtyard door takes a metal key. One click in the iron. My breath fogs the glass booth. You cross the tile. Flickering fluorescent bulb in the mailroom throws a bruised shadow across my lapels. You walk through it, left cheek stained black. I pick up the pen, I log the exact minute. 4 gold brass buttons on this uniform jacket. I stand up straight, I touch the brim of my hat. Good evening, madame. You nod to the floor. 9, 10, 11. 12 seconds you wait at the elevator doors. My thumb hovers over the intercom. I could press the plastic. I could ask who made you cry tonight. I pull my hand back to the desk. I smooth the crease in my trousers. The wages for the deadbolt. 4 gold brass buttons on this uniform jacket. I stand up straight, I touch the brim of my hat. Good night, madame. You stare at the floor. 13, 14, 15, 16 seconds you wait at the elevator doors. Cage rises to the 4th floor. Lobby goes dead quiet. I trace the keyhole with my eyes. 2:20. I turn the page in the ledger.
"74 wooden boxes on the wall. I know the splinters in I stretch a rubber band holding a stack of identical letters. White paper moving like clockwork. My fingers do the job. And there it is, sliding into my palm. A blue airmail envelope with his slanted handwriting. The letters leaning so far to the right. He pressed so hard, the paper bruised. I know the voice that belongs to that ink, but the name on the front isn't mine. I put it on the little brass scale. I force my eyes up to the clock. I won't memorize the return address on the back. Knowing the street just feeds the dark. Don't watch my own hands shake. But here it is, resting in my palm. A blue airmail envelope with his slanted handwriting. The letters leaning so far to the right. He pressed so hard, the paper bruised. I know the voice that belongs to that ink, and the name on the front isn't mine. Box 42 is waiting. I pick up the metal grip, the heavy thud of the cancellation stamp, black lines striking through the postage. Done. He crosses the world and I stay behind the glass. 74 wooden boxes. I drop it in the slot. My fingers let go.
Turn slightly, just an inch to the right. The velvet falls heavy on my wrist. A block of white tailor's chalk in my hand. I drag it low against the grain, drawing a clean curved border. One you step over and I stay behind. Foot flat on the iron pedal. The motor kicks a steady hum. Rattles the wood under my knees. The only voice I use with you. Straight seam, tight tension. Nothing bleeds through the dark. A loose black thread drags from the hem over the scuffs on my wooden floor. I lift the cold shears to the light and snap the cord clean off the edge. Keep the heavy velvet in the hall. Keep the dried chalk dust inside here. Foot flat on the iron pedal. The motor kicks a steady hum. Rattles the wood under my knees. The only voice I use with you. Straight seam, tight tension. Nothing bleeds through the dark. Stops at the final inch. I catch the brass wheel with my thumb. One invisible stitch locked in the fold, shaped like the first letter of my name. You hand me cash for a perfect hem. I leave your exact change on the glass. I brush the white powder away. Zip the garment bag up to the top. There you go, madame. Have a good night.
The best in the bucket, just like you asked. I pulled them myself, stripped the leaves at the base. This wet stainless counter is slick from the water. I sweep the bruised petals away from your face. Not a single flaw, not for your wife. A pool of cold water near the drain, reflecting the harsh overhead buzzing glare. You tap on the glass while I gather the stems. The green floral tape sticking to my knuckles, binding the arrangement while watching the door. White lilies wrapped in crisp brown paper, creased at the edges, secure at the base. A perfect commitment that you carry home. I charge 40 francs, cut them sharp on a slant. I slide in some baby's breath for the gaps. You look to the window to watch the wet street. I prick my own thumb on a thorn intentionally. a bright drop of red on the cold silver steel. I swallow a sharp breath and hand you the bill. White lilies wrapped in crisp brown paper, creased at the edges, secure at the base. 10 years, the promise that you carry home. I charge 40 francs, cut them sharp on a slant. Thumb still stinging against the till, wiping the counter down. See you next year.
Spit and a sleeve on the thick glass porthole. Row 3, dead center, your coat on the right. Acetate baking, the motor breathes slow. I turn the lens, bring your features to light. The flickering square hits the side of your face. You let the muscles go, the armor drops. Just dust in the beam, spinning out into space. While a heavy reel spins on a metal platter, pulling us down to the dark. When it stops, I know the script, every breath, every sigh. Strings coming in, you lean back in your seat. My fingertips press on the glass over you. The motor runs hot, keeping time with the heat. The hero steps out in the pouring rain. He reaches his hand to pull her close. If their lips meet, the credits roll. If their lips meet, you'll grab your coat. You'll push the doors, you'll catch the train. I can't let the spool run out. I slam my hand on the feed. The flickering square freezes right on your face. The acetate blisters, the orchestra drops. Just dust in the beam, hanging dead in space. The heavy reel jams on a metal platter. I keep you here before the curtain drops. You look up at the booth. Don't move. Just sit in the quiet.
Street still wet from the early morning mist. Croissants lined up behind the display glass. I watch the clock above the oven tick. Only 5 seconds matter in this shift. I polish the empty counter again. Your boots drag heavy on the foyer tile. You never look up from the morning news. You point to the row and you ask for one. The stiff wax paper bag twisting at the top. You take your daily bread, I swallow air. I slide the pastry across the glass case. You reach your hand out to take it away. Your finger grazes against my bare thumb. Just a fraction of a second, no more. I pull back like I touched the open stove. Dusting of white flour on the glass counter, right where your morning silver pieces rest. Without the marks, I think I dreamed it all. My thumb traces the franc you handed me. I want to slip it in my apron fold, but the boss counts the register at noon. I let the silver drop into the till. The ringing bell above the shop door chimes, swinging shut, rattling the wooden frame. 24 hours till it moves again. I grab the wet rag and I scrub the glass, scrubbing it hard to hide my burning cheeks, wiping the powder onto the tile floor.
Hands at 10 and 2, the avenue is black. Thick wiper blades push the streetlights back. They scrape the glass, a heavy metronome, scrubbing out a city that won't walk you home. 10 tons of iron gliding through the night. Just me, the dashboard, and an amber light. Back row, right side, leaning on the pane. A small patch of fog where breath meets the rain. Your grey coat pulled tight, head nodding deep. I ease off the gas, you need the sleep. 30 down to 20, 20 down to 10. Nobody waiting at the shelters, just the rain again. You keep your corner, I keep the wheel. A slow midnight waltz in diesel and steel. Fifth and Elm is approaching, your usual place. Red neon drags shadows over your face. My thumb finds the mic to call out your street. I drop my hand down, I skip the break. Let the empty bench fade in the mirror's wake. We can drive the whole loop again. I stare at the doors, at the worn rubber tread, where you'll stand up, nod and leave nothing said. You'll step on those grooves, step out in the chill, but for one more lap, time stands still. just sleep. I've got the wheel.
Flow 32 quiet as a vault. 30 keys pull heavy on my belt. I can open your door, not your world. Just the ghost who empties the trash, wiping the fingerprints off of the glass. Under your desk, miss the basket, a tight little ball of white paper. I know how you talk in the daylight, sharp and certain, never a pause, ironing out all of the flaws. But here is your heavy black ink. 3 times you started, 3 times you stopped. I pressed the page flat on the desk, reading the words that you dropped. My thumb finds a hole where the pen dug too deep. I fold the page twice, a perfect square could slip it right into my apron. Take the train with it safe in my coat. I unbend my fingers, I leave it right there. Let it fall in the dark of the bin. With all of your heavy black ink, 3 times you started, 3 times you stopped. I pressed the page flat on the desk. Now it stays in the dark where it dropped.
Canopy mountains in the dark, gathering dust. I hold the cracked wooden spoke of a yellow umbrella, tracing the splintered grain where the wind bit down. You shook the water from your coat right there, left a grey puddle by the door. Let the grey clouds choke the sun, let the gutters flood the street. I watch the weather vane turn north, waiting for your muddy feet. A spool of heavy nylon thread, I pull it tight, bind the fracture, seal the bone. The brass ferrule tapping against the floorboards, it holds the impact, now it stands alone. Too sturdy. The canvas is taut, the mechanism flawless. My thumb rests on a different, healthy spoke. My grip tightens on the wood. I close my eyes. I let go. I wipe the handle clean and fold the silk. Let the gray clouds choke the sun. Let the gutters flood the street. I watch the weather vane turn north, waiting for your muddy feet. Is locked. The bell above my door is perfectly still. Bring the flood.
Three thick philosophy texts right on time. You slide them across the mahogany grain. I check the spines for a broken line where your thumb pressed down in yesterday's rain. The blue ink stamp hits the due date card. 14 days until you cross the floor. The cylinder clicks, the numbers lock. 14 days of staring at the door. Fingers brush a yellow slip of paper. Could write down an author you ought to know, but you'd stare at the ink, tilt your head. I leave the pen in the cup, let it go. The blue ink stamp hits the due date card. 14 days until you cross the floor. The cylinder clicks, the numbers lock. 14 days of staring at the door. The cards are filed, the stack is clear. You nod once, turn to the street. I pull the heavy dictionary to the edge. Let the cover drop. Keep the silence complete.
The basement smells of solvent and damp pine. You drop them on the counter, 10:30. Said you ground the tax right to the wood. I wrote the ticket, nodded like I should, scraping off the floorboards of his neighborhood. Deep scuff marks gouged into the leather heel, a heavy pivot on the outside edge. I pry the tin of black wax polish open, smear a heavy thumb across the grain, burying the proof of where your feet have been. I measure out the thread, I wet the twine, keep my focus on the frayed design. I swallow back the question of the tune. I almost ask what rhythm the band played, but if I learn the tempo that he held you to, my hands would drop the blade. So I line up the iron tacks instead, the sharp strike of the cobbler's hammer, driving every nail into the stack, pinning the foundation down tight, sealing up the ruin of your midnight track, making sure they're ready for tomorrow night. The sharp strike of the hammer, beat by beat by beat, a walt upon the anvil, black wax on the seams, perfect, flawless leather. Take them to the floor, take them. Take them.
Whole wall of brass, 1,000 little bulbs. 8 o'clock you ask for 42. A heavy Bakelite headset pressing against my ear, waiting for that low hum of your voice to push through. 3 seconds, that's the company line. Good evening, my love, you softly say. That red light blinking rhythmically on the switchboard panel, flicking on and off to give you away. She laughs, you sigh, static humming in the lines. 8:01, I'm fading out of view. Thumb rubbing the thick braided cord of the connection plug. All that heat sliding right past me to you. 3 seconds, that's the company line. Good evening, my love, you softly say. that red light blinking rhythmically on the switchboard panel, flicking on and off to give you away. She whispers something low, your voice drops down into a murmur. My fingers slide away from the brass. I close my eyes, I lean into the hum. The floor boss clears her throat behind my chair. My spine snaps straight. 3 seconds are up. Hand is perfectly steady. I pull the brass plug out. The board goes dark. Good night, sir.
Six a.m. the square breeze cold. Rain turns the dust to a heavy paste. Dead autumn leaves stuck to the wet stones slip on a wet leaf, a ruined ankle. Takes real weight to clear this rock, scrubbing a track for her narrow shoes. Stiff bristle broom handle polished by my gloves. 5 years of grip rubbed deep into the wood. 7:15, her iron gate clicks open. I plant the bristles and lean my weight. Green coat rushing, umbrella held low, eyes sliding right off this neon vest. I take a breath to speak. The tram bell rings and she hurries past. My jaw clicks shut. I let the breath out slow. The tram doors hiss and she's gone. Rain coming down a bit harder now. Gray runoff water pooling in the gutter, taking the clean path back to the dark. Nothing left but the gray. Tomorrow I'll clear it again.
"3:15 on a Sunday. The echoing click of your dress shoes on the marble floor. It strikes the stone and settles in my ribs. You take your usual corner, rigid hands buried in your wool coat. Not a muscle moves. I stand by the archway, hands behind my back. If I keep my eyes perfectly straight, catch the faint reflection of your profile suspended in the glass of the landscape painting, your chin resting on a field of hay. Not a muscle moves. There is a velvet rope hooked to a brass stanchion. 2 steps and I could touch your sleeve, but you are lost in the pastoral hills, and I am invisible in navy blue. Put a gold frame around my shoulders, press me flat into the canvas grass. Look at me the way you look at that sky. I know every secret in this room. I could cross the floor, explain the history of the brushstrokes to you, tell you why the light hits the water that way. I open my mouth, I close it. I let the green paint keep its secrets. I let you have your silence. Across this velvet rope, hooked to a brass stanchion. 2 steps, an ocean I can't cross. You are wandering through the pastoral hills, and I am suffocating in navy blue. Put a gold frame around my shoulders, press me flat into the canvas grass. Look at me the way you look at that sky. Down the corridor, fading out. Your ghost leaves the glass. I straighten my back. I take my corner. I am the statue now.
A silver hole puncher hanging from a silver chain, swinging at my hip down the 6:30 train. I measure my steps in this narrow aisle, keep the chin level, bury the smile. You hold out the pass, you don't look up. I stare at the floor, hold the bitter cup. Aligning the metal right over the date, a fraction an inch, I can't ever be late. A rectangular hole punched precisely through the Tuesday slot of a paper, take it for you. The cardboard yields and the lavender rises. I memorize the scent that the moment disguises, the shake in my thumb as the paper is clear. I almost compliment your new winter scarf, but I swallow the words, keep the bound dark, too close to warm, just a man in a coat, with a pulse beating heavy right out of my throat. I hand it right back with a stiff formal nod, just doing my job, playing the god, shrinking the blood, this pounding friction, down to a quiet, polite restriction. The slight sway of the carriage floor forces my weight toward the sliding door. I brace my boots on the metal grate, walking away with my spine held straight, leaving you there in the morning freight. The Tuesday slot is permanently scarred. My hands are clean, I keep my eyes hard.
A brown paper tag pinned to the sleeve, keeping you out of the pile of grey suits. Damp fabric laid flat on the board, I trace the ghost of your shoulders. Bring the heavy steel down, the sharp hiss of the heavy metal iron, screaming louder than the quiet in my head, pressing a sharp crease in the fabric, right where your silver watch rubs your pulse. White steam rises violently from the ironed cotton collar. I blister my bare thumb on the front seam, sealing the heat right into your chest, buttoned up and folded perfect, sent up to the bright street above the stairs. My wrist hovers right over the folded cuff. I could leave a faint trace of my perfume on the thread. The blonde woman in your passenger seat would turn her head. She would smell the basement on your skin. But I pull my bare hand back. I keep the white cotton clean. 312, wrapped in thin plastic, hanging on the rack in the dark. I'll press the collar again next Tuesday.
I strike the middle A, then I strike it again. dust motes spinning in the afternoon sun. You turn a page by the window. I hit the note so you won't hear me breathe. A metal tuning fork on the wooden table, vibrating silently. I watch the iron frame, I watch your shadow on the rug. You haven't looked at me. All the exposed felt hammers in a row, naked in the parlor light. I brush the dust off the wood, I fix the things you don't know are broken, so your evenings ring out right. I turn the tuning pin a fraction of an inch. A tightened wire snaps into its pitch, that harsh ping. It settles right behind my ribs. You wet your thumb to turn another sheet. All the exposed felt hammers in a row, naked in the parlor light. I brush the dust off the wood, I fix the things you don't know are broken, so your evenings ring out right. The treble is clean, the job is done. If I close the lid, you'll show me to the door. I drop the wrench, I skip the tuning scales, I tear into a romantic sonata. My hands coming down heavy on the chords. I play every movement, I'll flood the room. Don't tell me to leave, just let me finish the bar.
You push the door open at 2:45. Shoulders heavy, carrying something I cannot see. The glowing green cross illuminates the street outside, spilling over this sterile counter, bathing my hands in a chemical dawn. I fetch the aspirin from the second shelf, plastic shaking against plastic, the dry rattle of pills in a plastic bottle. I scan the barcode, €2.50. You just stare past my shoulder at the clock. I slide your change across the glass, practiced hands, neutral mask. I place the box in a small white paper bag, seal it with a piece of clear tape, slide it exactly to the center of the tray. My tongue presses the back of my teeth. Are you sleeping well? I look at the dark circles beneath your eyes. I look down at my laminated name tag. The question stays in my throat. take two with water, monsieur, and I slide your change across the glass. Practiced hands, neutral mask. I place the box in a small white paper bag. Seal it with a piece of clear tape. Slide it exactly to the center of the tray. You turn and walk back out into the cold. The dry rattle fading down the block. The glowing green cross illuminates the street outside. Flashes on, flashes off.
One bare bulb burning out the dark, a jeweler's loop pressed tight to my eye socket. I magnify the smudge upon the glass, the silver case you carry in your pocket, dust from the velvet ribbon at your throat, left on the crystal when you checked the time. Microscopic brass gears on the green felt, stripping down the engine of your day. I clean the hidden teeth that keep your pace, the fragile springs that let you slip away. I oil the little wheels with careful hands that rush you to the bed that he commands. The rhythmic ticking of 30 wall clocks, a heavy choir swinging down the hall. They hack the quiet to a bitter joke, mocking the hours I waste inside these walls. 1, 2, 3, you check the winding stem. 1, 2, 3, you give your time to them. The back plate waiting by the silver chain, I pinch the tiny screws, I hold my breath. To wind this up is sending you away. To set the hands is handing you to him. The rhythmic ticking of 30 wall clocks, a heavy choir swinging down the hall. They hack the quiet to a bitter joke, mocking the hours I waste inside these walls. 1, 2, 3, you check the winding stem. 1, 2, 3, you give your time to them. Delay the repair by another week. Tell you that the hairspring needs a part, just to make you ring the shop bell twice, just to make you ask. I drive the final screw into the plate. Let him wait.
L'esprit flows up, you pour your coffee. I measure tool across a wooden waist. 5 metal pins held between my lips, tasting iron, keeping my jaw shut tight. It stops the shout from slipping outside. I adjust the rigid fiberglass on, tilt the wrist right toward the street. She holds the pose for me. She does the reaching. The morning glare hits the avenue, turns my display into a blinding mirror. You look down and see the traffic roll. I lift my hand, then let it fall back down. A ghost trapped in the morning sun, swallowed by the flashing cars. You grab your blue coat from the hall chair. I pull the silk tight across the velvet. 3 metal pins left between my lips, watching you lock up and turn the key. The plastic joints hold steady while I shake. I check the rigid fiberglass arm, fingers aimed right at the street. She holds the pose for me. She does the reaching. The morning glare hits the avenue, turns my display into a blinding mirror. You look down and see the traffic roll. I lift my hand, then let it fall back down. A ghost trapped in the morning sun, swallowed by the flashing cars. You hit the pavement walking fast. You never look left, you check your watch. I spit the pins out on the floor. I drop the silk, I rush the front. You walk right past, a blur of blue wool in the crowd. I press my forehead against the cold pane. The chill seeps in. The mannequin keeps pointing at the sky.